Hey y'all, it's me. I can't talk too loud. I'm out on a Saturday. Instead of on a pilgrimage, I am driving my baby around because she won't sleep or nap in the house. So this is the only way I can do that. And then this guy over here that parked, he parked terribly. Look at this. Look at this. Look how much room he left that. Good news is the baby's asleep. The bad news is my wife's car is almost out of gas. So I'm driving to the gas station, and my objective is to try and fill this car with gas without her waking up. Slowly in my neighborhood just to make sure she's asleep. But I figured while I'm driving really slowly, I would also give y'all a little bit of an update, life update, if you will. So the first thing is a little over 2 months ago at this point, my now former boss, stepped down in his position. And unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, I mean, it was flattering. The powers that be came to moi and asked if I could be the interim director until they find his replacement. I said yes, but only temporarily. I didn't want it full time. I didn't want to, I said, don't ask me, please, I'm not going to apply. I'm not interested. I'll just kind of hold down the fort for the time being. So that's what I've been doing for now, like I said, just a little over 2 months, hence why this beard has grown. I decided to, since I have to have an interim position, I figured I'd have an interim beard. And this is the longest I've ever let it grown out. The longest before was like during Lent. And Lent, that's about 50 days or so. So this is even longer once you include all weekends. Anyways, so that's the first thing. So that's kept me pretty busy. Also, right around that same time, right before that, I actually applied, got accepted into the School of Education through Franciscan University. So that's right, I enrolled back into school. So the main reason why I did that was because I have always had a passion for teaching. I mean, I do teach even right now, but not in a classroom, not in a formal, traditional school. So I really want to have that option to do that if, I have the opportunity. But I also know I need to have at least the education and formation to do that. So I've gone back to school. Can't believe I'm saying that. To get my master's in education. So I've started, I'm in my first class. It's going really well. It's totally different than all my other classes that I've taken before. So it's kind of reprogramming my brain to try and read and learn and write the way this school wants me to do it. So yeah, that's keeping me busy. And then on top of that, working on a project, and he was needing someone to film him and edit the videos and get those all nice and done. And since he knew I have this channel and I've done other video work, he asked me to help him with that. So I've been busy over the last month doing those videos, getting those ready for him, and it's been a lot of fun doing that, but again, it's a lot of work. So then on top of that, just kind of the normal craziness of being at home, being with my family, taking care of work, all that good stuff. But thankfully, I have an amazing support system, starting first and foremost with my wife, with my children, with my coworkers and colleagues really supporting me during this time. So while it's been a lot, like I've said multiple times, it hasn't felt overwhelming. I feel like I've done a really good job of keeping a center core of exactly what I need to get done, when I need to get it done, and have a plan, have a schedule, and just execute it week in and week out for the time being. And really the last thought that I had to kind of apply this to the channel and how kind of a takeaway is, while it may feel crazy, sometimes stressful when you're on a pilgrimage or doing stuff, never let it overwhelm you. All right, because you'll have stressful times and you'll have opportunities that'll come up, and you have to weigh those. Is it worth it? Is it the time, commitment, everything else? Is it really worth it? And if it's not, just let it go. Just leave it by the wayside. But on the other hand, on the other chance, if you can, great, do it. But don't let yourself get overwhelmed. Stay at the core and the center why you went on a pilgrimage or why you're doing whatever you're doing. And for me, that's my vocation as a husband and as a father first, and then to my job, and then to all of my other fun things between this channel, my other projects, my podcast that I'm still doing regularly. That's another thing that's still going strong. We just started actually a new series, speaking of which, we started the Divine Comedy by Dante. So we just started a couple weeks ago with Inferno, and we'll go through the 3 books of Dante. So if you're not listening, I would check a link in the description down below to subscribe. Anyways, that'll do it for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. And I've got some stuff. I don't want to overpromise on anything, but I do want to say, I do have some things in mind in store in the near future for the channel and for different stuff. So just be on the lookout for that. Subscribe if you're not already. And thank y'all. And I'll talk to you on the next one. God bless. Bye.